As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So UCF's offense comes onto the field first today. Duke Watson, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Raiola. They're working that left side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing Raiola. Rolls right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Watson. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Here's Raiola to throw. Makes the grab. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Out wide left, it's Ashley. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Zings it complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
how many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the RPO, got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCF! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Play fake Lagway. Right side, it's Porter. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Throwing, Lagway. Face a grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally...
Touchdown Bears! Into the end zone for 6. Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
The Knights peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Raiola. They're all over him. Avoids pressure on the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The screen, he's got wheels. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Knights have their offense in high gear. From the gun, it's Watson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 4th down, Raiola. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Knights want to move quickly. Run in the red zone, it's Watson. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Here's a give to Watson. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on second down. They believe they can run right here. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Catches it at the 30. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Raiola to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Out wide right, it's Farmer. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Making the adjustment. Throwing Raiola. Finds his target. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Watson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. From the gun. Look out! Diving for the score, and they knock it free. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They give to the right with Watson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. It's complete on the right side.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag.
UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with Coach Aranda at the half. He absolutely knew this was going to be a dogfight here today. With both teams undefeated this late in the season, he understands the quality of this opponent. He told his guys in the locker room, we have to separate ourselves, and it starts now. I'll let you know how that develops here on the sidelines in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. DB's right up on the receivers. Gets away from one. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Lagway from the gun on third down. He's got the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
A handoff for Watson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Again, it's Raiola. Buying time to his right. He'll throw it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He's changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. RPO complete to open the drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. On the return, he gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Great place to start for this offense. They give to the right with Watson. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Raiola. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Right side, it's Porter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Flagway wants to throw. Gets it to the back. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide right, it's Farmer. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Takes a handoff. It's Simon. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Raiola. Under pressure. Right side, it's Farmer. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Making the adjustment on the play. Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. Hauls it in. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, UCF. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Reels it in. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here.
Throws it deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Lagway to the air again. Fires to the middle. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Lagway. Going for it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Raiola. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Throws to the wideout. Left side is Farmer. Good, strong tackle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Out wide right, it's Farmer. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Extending the play. Turning it on. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. They get him out of bounds at the 22, but a gargantuan gain on that one.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Throwing, Lagway. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Bears will hustle to the line. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
From deep, it's Ashley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down...
Breaks away on the left. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Watson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Here's Raiola to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Got his man. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Watson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Throwing Raiola. Right side, it's Watson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Motion from the back. Here's Lagway to pass. Rush right in his face. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Out wide right, it's Porter. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
Right side, it's fourth. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Lagway wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Porter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Moving the pocket, it's Lagway. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Again, it's Lagway. They're all over it. He's got it for a touchdown. And now they need the two-point conversion.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Lagway. And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the fourth. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.